This is an overview of the new patent pending quick cap base plate system from Inception Defense. This is a new system that is going to allow you to take a standard 17 round magazine, which is for the XMacro, the TAC Ops, the SIG P365 AXG Legion, the Fuse, or any other gun that uses a grip module that takes a 17 round magazine. And it allows you to quickly and easily change the capacity limit of the magazine. In this case, we have it set up to be a 10 round magazine, but we also have blocks for 15 round capacity. And we have a replacement base plate tab that will actually allow you to use the maximum capacity of the tube. Makes it easier to load that 17th round. And with some magazines, depending on the tolerance of the magazine from SIG and the ammunition you're using, you can actually get an 18th round in them. So 10 rounds in the magazine. There is no way of getting an 11th in there, but you do have a little bit of movement on the top of the round, so it makes it easy to load into the gun. I'm not shooting a H case, we'll just swap that round. You can see that that little bit of movement down makes it very easy to load the magazine into the pistol. Super easy, and very easy to drop the slide on the magazine. Now, so we've got one round, dummy round, they're just inert dummy rounds. One that was in there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10th round. So, real easy to implement this system. You take your original base plate off, and I'll show you how this works. So, in this case, we have the block that is limiting us to 10 round capacity. And when you buy one of these systems, you're going to get the block you choose. This one limits to 10 round capacity. We have one for 15 rounds, and we have the max cap base plate, which allows you to get the maximum capacity of the magazine possible. You're going to get two button head screws that you can install with an Allen key. You're going to get two one-way screws that once you install with a flat blade screwdriver, you can't remove. And then you're going to get two extra screws, one at 1/2 inch and one at 5/8 of an inch, which you can use to fine tune the capacity limit if needed, depending on the tolerances of your mag tube and your springs as they come from SIG. We do see a lot of variation in the magazines. I believe they make them in at least 2, if not 3 locations. This one is made in the USA. You may also see made in Italy. And then you can also see a matte finish with a very light engraving that says made in USA. There are multiple different magazines for these guns from SIG, so there are some differences in tolerances, but this system will work with any, and we have the ability to tune it in. You actually don't need to use any of the screws if you don't want to. You can just use the block, put the spring and the follower and the magazine into the gun, put the block, and then slide the base plate retainer on, which locks everything together, locks it all completely solid. If you want to, and you're in a state which is very strict on the magazine laws, you can actually attach the spring to the block, and you can do that using either the Allen screws or the one-way hex screws and the red Loctite that we actually supply with this to make it a very permanent install. When you put one of the socket head screws in, screw it all the way down to the bottom, and that will actually act as a stop for the follower and fine-tune your capacity. In this case, we are using this block with what we call the standard base plate, so we need that screw installed. You can then fill the head in with some JB Weld afterwards if you're even more concerned about the capacity limit. If you are using the low profile retainer, you see the difference. You don't actually need that screw. You can use the shorter screw, or you don't even need the screw, and you'll only have a 10 round capacity. So to install it, put the spring in, you put the block in, put the retainer on, and you can do different color combinations. You can choose the colors. We have them available as sets in matching colors. We also have them individually in different colors. You can do whatever colors you like. I like to have my carry ammo in a red magazine. I have black ones which are just for range testing. And then I have colored ones for competition use as well. That makes it real easy. Show you how this looks in the pistol. So that is our low profile base plate. On pistols with a magwell, it will be just below the magwell. If you do not have the magwell on the gun, that is where it will sit. Now the 17 round magazine tube actually sticks out a little bit below the bottom of the grip module, so we can't be as flush as we can with our 10 and 12 round magazine adapters. As you can see, there's only a very small amount, the minimum needed metal underneath the magazine tube with this low profile base plate. Swap it out for the standard one. That's how it sits below without a magwell. We put the stock magwell on. That is how it sits with the stock magwell. And if you are carrying, then using a low profile one to keep the minimum profile to help with concealment is a good idea. But then having a little bit more base pad to make it easy to put the magazine into place on a reload, really nice as well. Got any questions? Let us know. InceptionDefense.com.